So have you made the move down south now then?
Yeah, well, I've spent all my career down here, so, you know, so it's a necessity. And Vanessa is from this neck of the woods, so I don't really have a choice in the matter.
I won't be going to Liverpool.
Oh, really?
I'm a southerner.
So how did you two meet then?
Well, we met through mutual friends about 10 years ago, and then we've been together properly about 4 or 5 years. So.
Got a small baby as well?
We have. Ella, yeah, she's 21 months.
Made a difference to your life?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And,
aged us.
Yeah, aged me, certainly.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, in a good way, though.
So let's talk about the charity that you've chosen, Claire House. What exactly do they do there?
Well, it's a children's hospice for seriously ill children, and but it's such a happy place, and the kids who are there love it, and so do the families, and it gives them respite, and the staff are amazing, and you know, it's just a wonderful place, and it deserves all the money we can raise, really.
You're hoping to raise about £500. What difference would that make?
It will help towards their care, paying for people, equipment, toys, games for the children.
Well, we need to get on with it, don't we?
Absolutely.
Yes, we do.
We need to find that treasure. Come on, let's go. And fortunately, there's still plenty of things to be found in Vanessa's mum's cupboards. Paul spotted more plates. These Royal Dalton ones are fairly new and feature Henry VIII. As many school children have chanted, the order of the wives is divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. And they were Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard and Catherine Parr. Together, not divorced, beheaded or dead, they're worth £40 to £60. Another discovery is a ring. Vanessa used to wear it as a dressing-up ring as a child, but she's no idea where it came from. It's tiny, but it is made of 22-carat gold, so Paul thinks it could fetch between £40 and £60 at auction. We're nearing the end of our day, but working right up until the last minute is Mark, and it looks like he might have found a hidden gem.
Ah, now then, Mark, what you found? Some figurines or something?
Oh, Paul, this is potentially a piece of magic. I'm not quite sure whether it's genuine, but there's a good story attached to it. What do you think?
Look at that. That's fantastic. That's a signed photograph of the Beatles.
Absolutely.
Wow, I mean, is it real?
Well, this is the thing. I've looked at it and it looks real to me, but you're the expert.
Right, where's it come from?
Vanessa's mum, when she was 16, the Beatles were playing, and she wasn't allowed to camp out overnight to go and see them, and all her school friends were.
Right.
And a guy who worked at the record shop also worked for Parlophone. He felt sorry for Viv, Vanessa's mother, and he got a photograph signed by the Beatles. That's the story.
Do you know, that's amazing. I mean, as far as autograph goes, this is actually one of the most sought-after autographs. To have all 4 Beatles sign a photograph is virtually unheard of.
Wow.
The only thing is, there are 2 different variations you find with the Beatles in particular, is that because they had so many groupies, I think they called them the Apple Scruffs, they called them.
Oh, right.
Loads of people waiting backstage and so on. Quite often the entourage would sign them. Right, and they perfected the signatures. They're very, very difficult to tell. Sometimes they would sign them to make the groupie go away, and then they can get on with what they were doing. Right. The other thing that would happen, even in the 1960s, they had an auto pen, which could be pre-printed.
Well, I've examined that, and if you look, hold it into the light, they're definitely on the surface, those signatures. So your guess is as good as mine.
I think we just need to err on the side of caution. I mean, more often than not, you will find that someone's got Paul's or someone's got George's. You know, to get all 4 together. That was a real achievement. My gut feeling is it's just a copy.
Hey, dudes! It's not just a pretty face. What have we got there?
Well, do you know what? We really could have found something special here. It's a signed photograph from all 4 Beatles. Isn't that fantastic? Potentially, this really is a showstopper. It would raise a lot of money for your charity, yeah. So, it needs to be authenticated. What you need is provenance. We've got a great story, but we haven't got the story of someone giving this to John Lennon and him standing in front of him. You know, you need that sort of story behind it.
Well, Paul's given us a low estimate of all the goodies that we've collected today, and I can tell you that you've raised, well, hopefully anyway, £495.
Oh, fantastic.
Well, let's hope the Fab 4 come good. Next time I see you, we'll be in the auction then.
Look forward to it.
Good stuff.
Vanessa's family home and heirlooms have certainly delivered today, and amongst the items we're taking to auction are these 2 charming Netsky figures that Uncle Norman brought back from his travels in the 60s. They'll hopefully get us anything between £80 and £120 at auction. The 2 trumpets and bugle will hopefully bring in £60 to £100. And the Trix twin railway set, which Vanessa's dad owned as a child in 1951, is really a collector's piece. It is in good condition with a box. It could sell for as much as £100 to £150. Still to come on Cash in the Celebrity Attic. At the auction, there are some sales to cheer about.
Good old Grandad.
Isn't that amazing?
But disappointments as well.
I really thought they'd go for more, you know.
I thought so, yeah.
I'm quite disappointed for you. Onward and upward, let's hope.
So will they be able to make their target when the final hammer falls? Well, it's been a few days since we helped actor Mark Moraghan and his partner Vanessa search for valuables and antiques to sell here at Chiswick Auctions in West London. Now, Mark's hoping to raise about £400 for the Claires Childrens Hospice. It's a charity very dear to his heart. Let's hope there's a generous crowd in here when his items go under the hammer. And the buyers are out in force, weighing up the items on display and deciding what they might like to put bids on and how much money they're prepared to part with. Let's hope that Mark's items are on their shopping list today. Meanwhile, what's Paul discovered about our Fab Four Liverpudlians? Hey Paul, good to see you.
Good to see you, Alan. How are you?
I'm fine. Last time we met, all our troubles seemed so far away, and now looks like they're here to stay.
You should have been here yesterday.
Hey!
Well, do you know what? This is, unfortunately, got some bad news for you. This is an auto pen.
You did think it, didn't you?
I did think this, yes. I'm actually glad I was proved right, but I've been to a Beatles specialist, and he said unless the auto pen was in the Beatles, then it's just a copy. And of course, there were millions of fans, and it's a common mistake to make.
What else are you looking forward to selling today, then?
I quite like that Prt3 railway. No, that's really unusual. You get a lot of big boys who are interested in that sort
You've
of
got great hopes for that, haven't you?
I've got high hopes for that, yes. A bit of an anorak when it comes to railways, yeah.
I'll tell you what, Mark and Vanessa should be here, so let's go and find them, and you can tell them the bad news.
You don't want to do this bit?
No,
you sure?
No, you can. Well, that is a disappointment. All those dreams that Vanessa's mum has kept alive for years, shattered. Time to break the bad news. Hey, Mark, Vanessa, good to see you. How are you?
I'm great.
Taking one last lingering look at the Netskis, I see.
Yeah, I just hope they go to a good home and we make a few quid on them.
I'm sure they will. Hey, listen, Paul's got some very disappointing news for you.
Yeah, I'm afraid the Beatles,
really?
Yeah, it was done by an auto pen. I had it authenticated of two people. One was a Beatles specialist.
Right.
And apparently it's quite a common one. They pre-printed them.
Oh, well.
I can feel the anger coming from you. How dare you!
Didn't hope for a while, but never mind.
You've got some great stuff, though.
Yeah. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that everything else goes.
What do you think will raise the most money?
Oh, well, I was hoping it was going to be the Beatles, but
it's not.
It's a tough one. Train set, yeah, maybe the train set.
The train set is fantastic, and also those 3 Matchbox toys as well. I love that.
Yeah, I've got a feeling they might go for more than you estimated.
Let's hope.
Oh, he's confident. Marvellous. Listen, it's about to start, so we should get into position.
Absolutely,
Come on, lead the way. It's good to see Mark and Vanessa looking so positive. The sale is already underway when the first of our lots comes under the hammer. It's the early 1950s Matchbox toys that Mark was so keen on. Also really interesting, there's lots of toys here today.
That really helps, actually. The more other items similar to yours, the better. That gets the dealers in, that gets the hype.
So our expert says 30 to 40, but what do you reckon you'll get for it?
I'm going to stick my neck out and say 60 quid.
Great. 60 quid? Right, let's see how it gets on.
3 Moco Lensley Matchbox models, box tractor, cement mixer and milk truck. For this lot, I've got interest in me at £22 on the books. I'll take 25 now. Low interest at £22, take 25 there, 28 and 30, 32, 35, 38 is my last, 40 if you like. £40 on bid now, take 2. At £40 the gents bid at £40, right on the money at £40 and selling then, are we all done? £40 it is, 193.
There you go.
What a start!
How's that? In a roundabout way we were both right.
£40, maybe not quite as much as Mark wanted, but it's at the top end of Paul's estimate and a great start.